Greetings, Goddess, Body, Mind, Spirit community. I am Tara Olufemi, your Goddess Guru, here to share a word of wisdom with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Please excuse my voice. I am a bit hoarse. I feel great, but recently I got a little overtired, and sometimes when I get overtired, my voice gets hoarse. I have missed you all. I have not made a video in a couple of weeks. I have been on my own personal spiritual journey. I won't share a whole lot about it with you right now because I'm still in the middle of it. But just a quick summary, suffice it to say, I decided I wanted to just get a new, fresh start in life. And there's a calling that I heard. I answered it, and it is giving me the opportunity to get quiet, to look at my life as I have created it, and to remind me that yes, I have created my reality. There's no chance, no happenstance in my life. Everything I see, I've created it. And the beauty is that I have an opportunity to recreate a new life. You have an opportunity to create a new life. This is the divine structure of the universe. And so, I'm being given an opportunity to think on the things that I have wanted to manifest for a while in my life and haven't done it because of my choices, and to see what other things I can do to help make the world a better place, to make a positive contribution, and hopefully people will remember, oh yeah, I remember she did that thing, and that helped me. That's really what I would like to desire. So with that, that's why my hair is gone, and so I just cut it all off. It's gone. And that's why I look just a little bit different from my past videos, but it's still me, okay? It's still me. Don't get it twisted. And so moving forward, this week's reading is all about wisdom. And what we have to remember is that self-realization is our purpose. Our purpose is not to make a whole lot of money. That may be a goal in life, but that's not our purpose. We may want love, wild, crazy love. That may be a goal in life, but that's not our purpose, to have love relationships. We may want to have this fabulous career. I don't, just so many different things. Really, all of the goals are opportunities to assist us in our self-realization process. Because one of the things I want to say today is when you take a chance, when you take a risk and go for something that you really want and desire in your life, it will help you grow. Taking a risk is not always easy, but the process of getting from point A to point B, or from point A to point G, will cause you, and when you're wanting to get to that new place, it will cause you to have to move beyond where you're operating so you can rise up to the occasion. You can expand yourself and be more of all of those good qualities that you have, that you are, so that you can make manifest the goal. Because a lot of times when we reach higher than where we are presently, then it causes us to have to change. We have to be bigger. We have to do more. And so the goals that we have in life, they are worthy, but just know they're all pointing us in the direction of self-realization. We have to ask ourselves, why am I here? How did I get here? Why is the earth here? What is this physical realm all about? Where was I before I was here? Where am I going after? This is the science that we're talking about. And so self-realization asking more and more and more, who and what am I? The places within you where you feel the pain, where you feel the hurt, are basically that part of yourself saying, look, this is not where we're supposed to stay. We may be here right now, but this pain that you're feeling is actually a calling to move beyond it. And so we just have to keep moving, growing, learning more and more about who and what we are. We have to wake up. We have to wake up. And we're here to master ourselves. And self-mastery is a beautiful, beautiful process. I just really give credit to my gurus, Iya Oshinike Anke and Baba Kolioso. Baba G is what we call him. He's also known as Nasheed Farquharine. I give credit to them because what they teach is so simple that you can take it and really do something with it. Now, I've talked about keys to self-mastery as outlined by Babaji. What Babaji says is there are 4 keys to self-mastery. Devotion is one. You must be devoted to your spiritual growth and development. If all you do is use devotion to manifest your gift, be devoted to your gift and manifest it, you can't not master yourself. Devotion to something significant, but it doesn't have to be etheric. It doesn't have to be super huge. It just needs to be special. It needs to do good in your life and other people's life. Be devoted to that one thing, and you will put yourself on a firm foundation of self-mastery. We also have to have faith, and faith is knowingness. Faith is very, very firm. Faith is not maybe. Faith is I know. And so you have to have faith in the laws of the universe. And that's one of the things that I love about self-realization and self-mastery. This ain't about religion. Anybody can apply having faith, knowingness in the laws of the universe. You don't need a God to know. If I do what the laws of the universe say do, they're going to work every time. It's a science. But the more we step into understanding the greater consciousness from which we all extend, then it makes us catch it even more quickly. The power is able to move just that much more quickly, because I do believe in the greater high divine power. I'm just saying, I know a lot of people who are atheists, and I'm learning, atheists, they can benefit from self-realization, self-mastery. Anyone can, okay? So faith, having faith, it'll put you in a place where you'll keep moving. You'll keep working. You'll keep growing. Next would be ritual. You have to have rituals in your life. I tend to be a little bit of a nerd, a brainiac. Now, I have small rituals that I do every day, and when I don't do them, I feel like I'm off center. I don't feel quite right. And so I like rituals, but I've never been one that, I just have ritual after ritual after ritual. I tend to just get quiet and ponder and meditate, and that's good. Anyone will tell you those are really good. But recently I've been through some rituals, and I'm realizing the beauty of ritual. There's something about ritual that puts me in a place where I can think, where I can not think. What am I trying to say? It puts me in a place where I don't know, I'm more easily able to align myself with certain energies. So having rituals in our lives, it's a way to bring ourselves focused. That's what I'm trying to say. You can get more focused when you have rituals in your life. And it's beautiful if you can come up with your own rituals. If you can't come up with your own rituals, find people who have rituals that work for certain things and use those rituals until you can come up with your own rituals. But having rituals is a key to self-mastery. So I've given you devotion, I've given you faith, I've given you ritual, and awareness. Awareness is probably one of my favorite keys to self-mastery. Being aware, opening your mind, that will really put you in a place where you can get into self-realization, because the greater your awareness, you just start noticing things. You start realizing the laws of the universe. You just see them in action. So having awareness during devotion, having awareness during your moments where you are stepping into faith, having awareness during rituals, it makes them so much more powerful. And so those are 4 keys to self-mastery. And so self-realization, self-mastery, that's why we're here. I feel like I will always talk about those things. And so this week, as we are on our path to self-realization and self-mastery, the energy that is speaking to us to assist us is Tahuti. Tahuti Hatep. And so what Tahuti is saying is that your life is speaking wisdom to you. If you feel like you don't know, look at your life. Your life is giving you the wisdom you need in order to solve the problems that you have. In the problem is the solution. In the problem is the solution. That used to be a very difficult thing for me to grasp. And I'm not going to say I have mastered it, but I am learning that it is true. When there is a problem, if you want to learn how to solve the problem, it's two sides to one coin. Problem on one side, solution on the other. The kicker is, the majority of the time we're trying to solve the problem with the problem mindset. You have to get out of the problem mindset. Be aware to see what will fix it. A lot of times it's real simple. Just don't do certain things. And you're not going to have that problem. You know, it's, oh man, the things we do to keep ourselves stuck in a rut, it's insanity. And I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, we keep doing the same things. We wonder why we have the same problem. Well, stop doing it. Sometimes the solution is really, really simple. Don't do it. But oftentimes we can dig a little more deeply. So what's important for this week is to begin to open yourself up to reading wisdom text. You want to open yourself up to listening to the professionals. So if you have a problem, there's some professional out there in this day and age. All you have to do is go to YouTube. There's some professional out there who is talking about your problem in particular. And they will tell you what you need to do. Now, don't just go getting any person that says they know. Do your research. Look at several of them and see what is the common thread, the common solution that they are offering. And oftentimes, people who are providing expertise have had the problem, and so they can tell you from experience what you need to do. So you need to listen to the professionals. When it comes to career, look at the people who are doing what you want to do and go to them, study them, figure out what are they doing in their career, what did they do to get to where they're going, and do that. If it's in relationships, talk to people who are successful in relationships. Talk to people or listen to the gurus who talk about relationships. And one of the things I know they will say is that what you want in a mate, that you need to express that, because you attract to you who you are. And so, why do I keep having problems in my relationships? Okay, look at you. Look at you. The solution is in the problem. The truth is, we attract to us who and what we are. That's another reason why, and I'm just speaking in general now, That's another reason why it is true. The solution is inherent in the problem. Because if we really look at the problems that we are attracting, if we look at what's in us, then it'll tell us why we're attracting the problem. Now, how do we go about fixing that? You know, that in this light. Hold on 1 second. Oof, sunlight was killing me. Excuse me. Anyway, so if we go about looking at the problem that is, or looking to see what is in us, we find out I'm attracting this because this is what is in me. It might be a mindset. It could be wrong thinking. It could be wrong feeling. It could be wrong programming. You come from a family where no one has good relationships. At some point you may have adopted, I'm not supposed to have good relationships. My people don't have good relationships. I come from a line of women. I come from a line of men that have horrible love relationships. And so that gets programmed into you. And therefore, you attract these horrible relationships. And then we cry, what's wrong? Why me? Why you? Because it's in you. You look at you and you'll know why you're attracting what you're attracting. And so you have to use the wisdom of the universe in order to even get to that level of awareness. But then you use the wisdom from the professionals. You can also go to an oracle such as myself if you would like a reading. Just look at the bottom of this in the comment section or the about section. I'll put my website there. I would be more than happy to divine on your behalf. But you can go to an oracle. If you have oracles in your life already, go to them and consult the oracle. Consult the sages. Consult the professionals. They will tell you what you need to do in order to fix it. And then guess what? You need to do it. Now, something that Tahuti says is you have to be careful this week to not try to fix one problem with some scheme that you come up with, because it may create another problem. How many of us have done that? I'm raising my hand. I'm just being real. Okay? So, you know, a lot of us, we're constantly doing these little schemes, trying to fix one problem, and it's not using wisdom to fix this problem. Oftentimes it's fear. So trying to fix that problem, we create another problem. When are we going to stop doing that? What we have to do is use the wisdom of the universe. Now, something else that I'd like to mention. Now, Tahuti, that's from the Metu Neter system, which is out of Kemet. Another name is Egypt. Then there's Ifa, which is out of Nigeria and West Africa. So then there is Orunmila. Orunmila is the prophet, the wisdom keeper of Ifa. And what Orunmila, or what it is said, is that Orunmila has seen our destiny. It doesn't matter what you call Orunmila, okay? There is a wisdom keeper within you. There is a wisdom keeper within you. Do you ever listen to that wisdom keeper within you? Okay? If you don't, get quiet. Get quiet. And listen to the wisdom, because you know it is there. Orunmila has seen our destiny. There is some part of you within your beingness, which is not just this body. This extended part of you that's not physical. It has seen your destiny. And therefore, it is important for you to get quiet and listen. Why are you here? The wisdom within you will tell you why you are here. Your life will give you clues. I remember when I was probably 13, and I had written for an assignment in my English class. No one ever told me, you are a writer. I was always told, you're a smart girl. Never told, you're a writer. You have a gift for writing. And so we had to do this assignment where I had to write about something, and what I ended up writing about was my grandfather. I think we had to write about losing someone who died that was close to us. And I wrote about my grandfather. And whatever I wrote, the teacher was so impressed. She asked me if she could copy my writing, share it with the class. She was so wild for what I had written. That was the first clue in my life that I had a gift for writing. Never heard anything about it again. When I went to college, I decided to major in English because I knew I was sort of good at writing, which when I got to college, actually I sucked. I had to learn really how to write. But I do have a knack for writing. When I was in college, I was not praised as a great writer or anything, but I did improve enough that I started tutoring people. And it really wasn't until I became a mom and wanted to write down my experiences because I feared I would forget them. When people ask me, new moms ask me, well, what did you do when your baby was, younger? And so my writing became so popular that it got published in a local parenting magazine. And people would write and say, I read your article and what you did helped me with my child. And that's when I really began to accept, maybe I am a writer. And, some of you have seen my website. I have a website now. And I'm working to continue to hone my skills as a writer. I love to share inspiration. One of the ways I love to do it is through writing. And so my life has shown me small clues. But I paid attention. I was aware. There hasn't been this big bang thing going on. And so you have to look at your life. This week, look at your life and see the wisdom that is being shown to you moment by moment. When you ask why, that's a moment for you to figure out something very, very valuable that will help you. The other thing we have to understand, we're in a new moon phase, but some of us are going through very transformative times. Some of it is by choice, like I made this choice to go through this transformation. Some of it is not by choice. But during this transformative time, it is very important for you to understand that surrender is important. Also, when you let go, oftentimes that's when you get the greatest gifts. Don't hold on to that which is not working for you. If you're struggling with addiction, this is a time for you to address your addiction. Addiction is a choice. We make a choice to be addicted. Now, the more we have an addiction, it gets entrenched and it may get harder to let it go. But make no mistake about it, you are in charge of your addiction. And there are things you can do, steps you can take. There's a lot of wisdom out there that helps people get free of addiction. It's been people who never believed they would ever get rid of their addiction, and it's gone. It was just taken from them. So don't tell me you can't get past your addiction. You can get past your addiction. And so, it's a lot of transformation going on. And so it's better just to let go. That's the only way I can say. You have to just surrender to the process of transformation. The wisdom is what will get you to the next point. If you feel like you're going to die, you know what? Sometimes you got to die. Death is not always physical. Sometimes it's just a phase that we go through where we lose something significant. But guess what? Every death leads to birth. This is from the Mayan Oracle. Kawak is the energy that is speaking through the Mayan Oracle. And I'll just give you some Yemanya wisdom. Something that's very important. If you, this week, just in general, are feeling like life isn't going your way, it may be that you need to nurture yourself. You need to nurture your dreams. You may have a dream, but how much time do you take nurturing your dream? It's okay to think about it, but what are you doing to treat it with love and kindness so that it can grow? That's how babies grow really, really well. Oftentimes, the happiest babies are the ones that are paid the most attention to. You cannot spoil a baby, is where I stand on. What you can do is you can love that baby until that baby can just stand and be and do. The more love that baby has, the stronger that baby is in his or her spirit. And the same is true for our dreams. The same is true for our spirit. I don't care if your mama didn't give you the love that you felt like you needed, or that your daddy didn't give you the love that you felt like you needed, or that whoever didn't. You love you. You learn how to tap into the divine love. That's where the love is. Everyone else is just a channel. But usually they're inadequate channels. A lot of times it's great that we have, my mother loved me. I had a great channel. I had a great channel when it comes to that motherly love. My mother died. So what I'm going to do? I had to figure out the love that I got from her really was flowing from the universal love. It's a choice though. It's a choice. No whining this week. We're going to get up and we're going to live life. We're going to stand on wisdom. We're going to face our problems head on. And we're going to nurture the things that matter. Stop nurturing negativity. Stop nurturing the lies. Stop nurturing the problems. You go on and on and on about your problems. A lot of us do. If you're not saying it out loud, saying it in your head. So let us move to a place where we nurture the good within us. We do nurturing things for ourselves this week. But more than anything, let us stand on wisdom. Don't make dumb, and I'm saying that because that's what I say to myself. I'm not putting anyone down. But I tell myself, don't make dumb decisions, Tyrola Famey, and then cry about it. So you have to stand on wisdom. If you take a chance and things don't go well, what can you learn from that? This is the wisdom for this week. Whatever week this is, because I'm starting to lose the sense of time. I haven't gotten it back yet. Today is June 30th, 2014. Whenever you find this video, use this wisdom. It's eternal. You can use it anytime. If it moves you, use it. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Positive or negative. Doesn't matter to me. I'm all about growth and hearing your voice. But let it be grown-up talk and discussion. Don't tell me I'm wrong for my belief system. So that's my issue, I know. Excuse me. But anyway, love y'all. See you soon. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I appreciate you so much. Peace and blessings of the Goddess.